Okay, heavyweight in, Corey Tripp in the red right there, straight red singlet. As we pummel in center of the mat, this is finals of the Napoleon 08. See Corey stepping in there, kind of unorthodox how he flips that in there, but basically the intent is there. He wants to get that knee in there, auto zone is what we call it, right into the zone. The guy tries to kind of pull down on a rush, and Corey's not really giving him anything, so it looks kind of funky here, but basically the guy is trying to pull down a Russian, and he's not doing anything with it, and he can't pull it all the way across to really get control of it. Now he almost has it if he sucked up on it like a baseball bat. Of course, Corey went right at him, had him stuck right there where we want him here for our Venus flytrap, but brings him all the way down to the mat. Now he can either bring him over like he's trying to do right there. He's trying to run it forward, or he can obviously get it. They break right here, but otherwise he could obviously go the other way for our Gator series. A little more dangerous down there for heavyweights if they're not used to moving really, really quick and moving their feet. But Corey goes the other way and tries to drive, and had it pretty good. We're down here in parterre. Corey on top, reverse lock, boom. Guy does a nice counter. Turned right in and then lunged away. It was pretty nice. Now right here we could be going headlock and bring him right across. We could relock and still get our Gator. Corey drives. Luckily, cameraman zooms in here and we bring him back. Couldn't tell if the ref gave the quick two or not, because that's what freestyle Greco are all about, is that quick 2 points for back exposure, or if they went hand-to-hand, it'd be 1. Tries to bring him back in. That's beautiful. He knows exactly where the edge of the mat is, and he tries to go right there and does not get it. Now, it looks like probably their feet went out of bounds, and that's the only thing that saved him. I'll be very honest right there on the edge of the mat. Corey went and didn't lift up to set it up. Didn't kind of set it up in another way where usually we're trying to fake one way and then we go the other way. We don't have somebody go over our body ever and setting it up. Now the guy goes for the reverse lock. It's probably the second part of the first period that's typical for Greco. Second part is they take turns between each one of them for 30 seconds. Guy gets goes for a buzzsaw, basically, folk style. Brings the arm all the way back, then locks for an underhook and goes for the buzzsaw. Corey is locked down on his elbow there, on the guy's left elbow, which keeps him from getting it. And, of course, we're down and only for 10 to 30 seconds. Right now for this period it's going to be 30 seconds, so it's longer, but typically it's only 10 seconds. So typically that move on a great wrestler isn't going to happen. But he gets the one, Corey does, for not getting turned. Just beautiful. You see me over here for Coach Tiz try to show him where we need to get that knee inside there and then work in our different series from inside there, plural. Has to get that knee in there. Has to get that knee all the way in there. Has to knee fight to get it all the way in there instead of just stepping. He needs to pummel harder. He needs to fight to get that knee in there, auto zone. Too wet. Have to towel him off here. Again, typical for more of the heavyweight wrestlers. But luckily the ref caught that. We had Raymond last year at Central Regionals that was calling that for the other opponent too, because they'll slip right off of him. But not all the refs will do that. Good head control right there for Corey, as you see him going right for the other guy's head, pummel in there. He's not pummeling underneath the guy's arm, which is quite different. And that's what we're trying to get used to. But good pushes. He had the elbows right there for the double over, actually, as the guy came in, but nothing else. We look at the edge of the mat. You hear me screaming at him. There's the sumo. Now, funny thing is that it looked like the other guy was going to take the point, but not at all. Corey does the bumps, and here we go. And for sumo wrestling, basically, this is our theory. Someone created this rule for FILA international rules, and now we're going to play that. We see him going, just basically attacking him right off the mat because we're not playing. And if the guy's not going to do any moves, or if Corey can't get anything inside there, then we're just going to play that game. So we went, I think, 2 or 3 times out of bounds already. Take a point each time for that for sumo. I prefer he pummel in there and get that guy in close, have him ramped, take another point for sumo. And then work our moves from there in our series, but we're not doing it. We like to play up here with the head. We're not snapping down anymore to get our series. We're looking like we want to bring that leg in there, but we're not fighting. Put him out of bounds. Now the guy's pretty much lost his intent, his opponent. He's just like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? He's just going to keep pushing me out of bounds. The guy is obviously not, another point out of bounds for sumo, obviously not familiar with Greco and circling off and working that edge of the mat like we are. Corey worked it beautifully, and now he's earned the right to be in parterre, and now the guy has to go down. Corey jumps right on him, which is a little bit cautionary. I think he's going to get the caution, in fact, which is bad. Comes up there because he's always a great sport, always. Can't really jump on the opponent. You have to come down in one motion to lock your hands, but you're not jumping on the opponent. So that's what happened there on that. Luckily, the cameraman zooms in. That's a beautiful. I don't know who's doing the camera, but it was beautiful. We lock our reverse lock. Can't grab the legs. You saw his hand come up there. We're in Greco right now. Cannot grab the legs. Even try to touch the legs, really. Probably hear me screaming in the background what to do here. Here he has, obviously, his seatbelt. He has quite a few other things. He uses all his weight. The guy goes for it. Believe it or not, the other guy tried for a move and got caught, or was able to get caught. Corey was right there and ready and in good position, but the guy went for a hip roll. Could not roll 300 pounds all the way over. Corey Tripp with the win. Congratulations, Corey. One of the best matches of the day for Corey, and of course, such a great sportsman. He's going out there and taking the lead, showing everybody what to do. He goes over to the table to report in. Right over to the other coach, all the way across. He's not going to forget. To the ref or to the other coach. Back over to sign his sheet, and then back over to our corner thereafter. So, this is a great match. You see Tucker Sherbrooke doing a warm-up right there behind him. Tucker was with the adult extension before, and he's the weight below Corey, believe it or not. He's not a heavyweight. He's the weight below for 212. They're getting warmed up before their match. Corey probably remembers wrestling against him. As now we just wait for Corey to come over and celebrate that big win. And this is probably his finals. I think this was the finals, and I think he took first. So there we are, and back to the corner. Congratulations, big Corey Tripp, and Napoleon 08 Open for Greco.